Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my second episode of Mar Eats. But yeah, today, just gonna grab a couple things. I've got a special dish for you guys, or planned for you guys, and give you a quick background of how I came up with that dish. It's one of my niece's favorite. Shout out to Claudel. Claudel, this is for you. I'm getting hungry, but this will take about 4 hours to cook, so I got a lot of things that I need to get done in between. So let's head home and start cutting up and start cooking. Okay, see you soon. Got all the ingredients for today's dish. I call it Bones a la Mar. It's a very rustic dish, and I'll tell you how I came up with it. But this is shout out to Claudel. This is for you. So I've got all these bones. I think I kind of bought too much again. It's gonna go into that pot, and I've got some olives, relish, pepper. My secret ingredient is the liver sausage. Got some banana ketchup, soy sauce, garlic, and all these red onions. I'm gonna prepare it, put it all together, show you how it goes together, and then yeah.
A few moments later.
Because it's such a beautiful day out here. Oh, look at that sun shining, the blue sky. I decided I'm gonna cook outdoors. So I'm gonna put this all together, show you how simple it is to do this. It's basically, you leave it, or no, how do you say it? You set it and you forget it, basically. That's the type of system this is. But once it's all done, I'm telling you, it is incredible. First, onions. Now, you put your meat. I'm telling you, it's as simple as this. Put your meat in. I got these. These are not frozen, but I do have some frozen. 8 packages altogether. It's not all the way in, but if you can see, there's lots of room in. But I'm going to put in the rest of the onion. So half a cup of soy sauce. And I'm going to put this whole bottle of banana ketchup. If you guys can smell this now, actually, it's amazing. Next, I've got some relish. About 3 tablespoons of relish. And then I'm dumping some of the olive juice as well as some olive. Well, let me tell you quickly how I came about making this recipe. In 2007, I moved to Ontario. I was headhunted from BC. And yeah, it was a great job, a lot of promises. But something happened. A year later, the promise wasn't there, and yeah, well, long story short, I lost my job, and for a year and a half, I basically didn't know what to do with myself. I was basically trying to figure out recipes, basically to make sure that they were economical, and that my kids and my family won't go hungry. My wife was working 80 hours a week back then, and I had to make myself useful. So I started creating dishes, and I started doing grocery hunting and such. And I'm actually very proud, and I'd like to say that I was able to feed my family on $10 a day without actually cutting the amount of food that we eat, because we eat a lot. My kids eat a lot. I eat a lot. I guess you guys can tell. So basically, one of the dishes I kind of came up with is this bones recipe. And like I said, I just stumbled upon this recipe because this was the cheapest cut of meat I can find back then. This cut of meat was 29 cents a pound, if I'm not mistaken, back then. And I would make a trip down to TNT, Mississauga, every month or so just to buy all these cheap cut of meats, cut them up, and put them in the freezer to make basically for cheaper to cut my cost basically. And all I had were these bones in the freezer at that time, and I didn't know what to do. So I was thinking of my dad's caldereta, and I couldn't remember the actual recipe, but and this is all I could find. All these ingredients that you saw me put in here, these were the only things I could find in the fridge. So I put it all together, shut the lid, made sure that, because I love it when the meat kind of falls off the bone, so made sure it was in that condition, like basically 2 hours back then. But this one I'm going to cook for about 3 hours. Reason is because it's still frozen, the meat, so it'll take a little bit longer. But about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, you leave it in there. It's just the way the onion basically coats the meat, and it's just incredible. So my niece Claudel, she was living with us at that time, and she tasted this, and it became instantly her favorite dish. And last year when she came to visit, that was the very first dish that she asked me to make for her, which I did. And yeah, now her husband loves it, and yeah, it's become one of those dishes that you will kind of crave and want to have every now and then. So yeah, I just put some pepper. I just put some ground black pepper on it. Again, for that, you can put as much as you want, as little as you want, depending on if you like peppers. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. I'm gonna cover it up. Now the liver sausage, I usually put that at the end to thicken the sauce. It just gives it a nice creamy taste. And then yeah, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm gonna try and cover it a little bit. It's not gonna close up, but basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna check on it later on. The meat should melt. Basically, it should defrost a little bit, so that I should be able to close this. And while I wait, I'm gonna make myself useful and mow the lawn. So if you want to watch me, come with me. As you can see, it's starting to take shape now. Look at all the liquid that's inside. That's all from the onions. So it's 6:35. I want to say it's been cooking for 2.5 hours now, I think, around there. I can't remember anymore, but let's see what it looks like. Look at that. Probably another hour and a half or so. See you soon. It is 7:45, so I would say about almost 4 hours now that I'm cooking it. And my final ingredient, my secret ingredient. So I'm gonna put this in, and I'll give it another 20 minutes or so to just get it to the consistency that I want. Now, if you don't have this, that's okay. Or if you don't like liver, that's okay. You can actually use. Sorry, it doesn't look appetizing, but trust me, it's good. But you can actually use cheese. Cheese will also give it this type of consistency. And I'm telling you, like I said, if you don't like this kind of stuff, don't put it in. Put cheese. But trust me, this is awesome. So almost done. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so hungry. Mar eats. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So name of this dish is Bones a la Mar. So this is the finished product. I don't think I'm gonna plate this all together. There's so much in here, so I'm gonna put a plate together and start eating because I'm starving. Mar eats. This is what I've got. Got a bowl full of the bones. The light is not that great, so it doesn't really show how shiny it is. I added some hot peppers because I love hot peppers. And yeah, let's eat. Okay guys, so want to show you, it's a little bit dark in here. That's the brightest. I guess I have to get some light. But just want to show you how it falls apart. And this is what makes it so great. So you got that. It's like a part of the backbone. Take this and just take it off the bone without effortlessly. There you go. Take a look at that. Ooh, that is bones a la Mar. You see that? Ah, it's been a while since I made this, and I miss it. And I'm sure if Cordell sees this, she'll be asking me to give her the recipe again tomorrow and cook it with her. Yes, Bamboo. That's my dog, Bamboo. And yes, I don't know what I can. Yeah, I don't know what to say or what you guys want to hear from me, but. And I know some people said don't fast forward while I'm eating because they want to see me eat. So I guess I'm going to try and do this without fast forwarding for a little bit. Give you a couple of mouthfuls. I don't want to bore you with the way I eat. But let's give it a little taste test. Oh, drop some. You know, take a look. Got some chili pepper. Bones. And my wife will join me soon. She's gonna get her own plate. And we then enjoy our bones. Oh, of course, what's good with bones? Cerveza. Cheers, guys. Be safe out there. Have fun. Do something that'll get your mind off of this thing that's happening around us. This is what's keeping me sane right now. Trying to figure out what to do for you guys. Having fun with it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. I'll keep doing it. My wife makes fun of me, but she always does anyways. Here's another spoonful. grab the ones from the top. Oh, there it is. See? You can tear it apart with your fingers. Eat between. That's what I love. Eating between the bone, but the knuckle part or the rib part. Best cut is the pork backbone. It's got the best taste and a lot of meat. So, thank you. Show you. I had like 4 pieces of bone only. A lot of meat. This one had a lot of meat. So these are all the bones that's left. Thank you. Till next time, and Mar eats.